Hey, how y'all doing today? It's me, Kimberly Latisse, and this is Champagne Conversations. So glad y'all came. Stop by. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, let's go ahead and subscribe, baby, because we finna get deep into it today. Very deep into it. And hit the like. Thanks. But anyway, whew, today I had one topic and it ended up going to a whole nother topic. And I was like, this is probably going to be a series. It's probably going to be a series because that's the only thing that makes sense about this whole thing. So, that part one. All right. So, the original topic was basically do what you love. And then in the process of, researching and, trying to explain how, therefore, you need to do what you love, I was like, well, first, the person has to be happy and content with themselves to be able to actually handle the pressures of doing the things that they love. Because you may love some things, and some people might think that that's weird or that's stupid, or, in the black community, black folks don't do that, or that's some white folks shit, or that's this shit, or that's that shit. For some reason, they put the black community in a bubble, like we're supposed to just act a certain way. But anyway, I digress. That's a whole nother topic, honey. Y'all know how I go off on tangents about shit, but that's a whole nother thing. So it started off with do what you love. And then I was like, no, we need some baby steps until we are actually able to actually do what we love unapologetically. Some people can do it. Some people can wake up in the morning, do whatever the hell they want unapologetically. Hey, I know I sound like I just messed that word up, but that's okay. Unapologetically. Anyway, hey mama, it's my mama, y'all. It's my mama. It's my mama. And so yeah, so now it's gonna be part one. How to love yourself, self love. All right, so we gonna get into it. Self love. What is self love? I'm just gonna go ahead and break it down in layman's terms. Self love is, by definition, having a high regard for one's well being and happiness. Now, let's really look into yourself, into the depths of your soul, and just say, 9 times out of 10, do you really have your best in heart for yourself and on your mind for yourself? Okay, baby, because that lady there love herself. She ain't gonna let nobody treat her wrong. She gonna say what she wants. She gonna speak her mind. She gonna talk her shit. I love my grandma. Love her to death. And that's what she gonna do, baby. I gotta be like her when I grow up. But hey, let's get into this. All right, so y'all know I got everything written down. Do y'all have y'all notebooks and y'all pens and y'all papers and everything else? So we hit something that you want to look up or something that resonates with you want to go back to later, go ahead and write it down. We encourage that every episode. Have your matter of fact, have one that's dedicated just to this show. That's if you watch it like that. If you just going through and you probably just gonna be like, oh well, this hoe ain't talking about nothing, I'm going about my business, then don't. I'm talking to my ones that's been here since day one, my A1 day ones. Y'all know I'm talking about y'all. So we finna get into it. How can you find your own happiness and not care what anybody else thinks? That's what we're trying to get to. Because some people, they care so much about what others think of them. They act a certain way, they speak a certain way, they dress a certain way, they do things for the approval of other people. We're going to get out of that mindset because who gives a fuck about other people? This is your life. You should be worrying about what the hell you want, not what anybody else wants. Because, like I say it all the time, you lay down with yourself and you wake up with yourself. So the only person that should be worried about your happiness is you. Not even your partner, not even your family, not even your friends. The one person that should be worried about your happiness is you. Write that down. Put it in your memory bank. Something's on my head and it's bothering me. Okay. Put it in your memory banks. The only person that should be worried about your happiness is you. Nobody can make you more happier with yourself than you. Bam. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I say that every show, but hopefully I don't keep y'all long. Anyway, y'all, your life is about you and you alone. Other people are just a nice accessory to your life. Such a wonderful accessory to your life is other people. Because once you get out here on your own, it's about you. Really, once you get out your womb, it's about you. Not even on your own. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing, baby. Because all right. So one needs to first develop self-love. It's a process. One thing you need to do in order to develop self-love is stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing your circumstances to other people's circumstances. Because you looking at another person like they're so much better. Hell, they're probably looking at you like you're so much better. But who really cares? Stop comparing yourself to other people. You are you. They are them. Y'all are not each other. If you're in each other's lives, y'all just accent each other's lives. But your self-love and your self-worth should not be on the backs of other people. And it may sound like I'm saying the same thing over and over again because I'm trying to reword it over and over again. Because some people might understand it one way, some people might understand it another way. That's how we're going to roll today. So stop comparing yourselves to others. Period. Period. And stop comparing yourself to yourself. Kim, what does that mean? Okay. You know how when we get older, things may not be as clear as it used to be. Things may hang a little bit lower. Things might be a little bit bigger. Don't compare who you are now in your now to who you were years ago. Don't do that. I see you back, Mama. Don't do that. Where you were then is a different person. Who you are now is who you are now. You have your likes and differences now. You have your body type now. You have your mindset now. Now, if you were a better person mentally back then to where you are, let's try to get yourself mentally back to where you were, because you were there once, you can get there again. Life happens. Shit happens. You get beat down mentally, physically, everything, baby. Life got hands. You hear me? That hoe got hands. And she will beat shit out you if you let her. You got to fight back, baby. You got to fight that hoe back. Another, how we develop self-love. Don't care about other people's opinions. And I say that so much on this on my platform. I say that so much. Do not care about others, because others, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, don't care about you. You have a question? Go ahead, sweetheart. Ask away. What's your question? And I'm gonna keep talking till you get to your question, baby. But I love questions. Go ahead. All right. Don't care about others' opinions. And my favorite saying I tell my children is, baby, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them, and they're full of shit. Boom. Everybody gonna have something to say. But who cares? If it's something that you like. I've said this before. Hell, everybody gonna have an opinion. You may put on a red shirt one day. Somebody say, "Oh, you look so much better in blue." What you gonna do? Go out and buy a whole new blue suit? All right, let's see. I have a hard time trying to stay positive, knowing that anytime a big red button could be pressed to send missiles straight to us with the things Russia is doing now. This is a common fear amongst a lot of people, but we still have to just, hang on to the glimmer of hope that we're going to be okay. The things that are happening in Russia and Ukraine are heartbreaking. Very, very heartbreaking. I don't know if you're in America or not, or where you are located on this globe. But what we need to do right now is just support each other. This is a very hard and scary time for the whole world. Everyone is watching this conflict. And what we need to do right now is just try to stay positive and try to stay calm even when we don't want to, even though we want to cry, we want to scream, we want to shout, we want to do all of these things because emotionally this is a lot. Mentally, this is a lot. This could start a global war. A global war. And it's very scary. But at this point, only thing that we can do is just take it one day at a time. One day at a time. And just hope and pray that we remain safe. That's all we can do, sweetheart. And I really wish that I can just give you a kumbaya moment that would just take all of your fears away. But I can't because I have fears too. And all I can do is watch this situation, hope and pray for the best. That's all we can do. I said the same thing. Yeah, we are in war in the middle of a pandemic. Like, this has to be like the last stage of Jumanji. I wish somebody would just go ahead, roll the dice, finish the game, and holla Jumanji at this point because this has to be. So this is like in my 40 years on Earth, I never thought that something like this would ever happen. Ever. But all we can do at this point is do what we have to do to keep ourselves in check and keep ourselves in line. And just be good to one another. It's enough going on right now. Yes. Matter of fact, next Thursday, March 3rd, I will be 41 years old. I am 40. I was born in 81. I am an 80s baby. So, yes, thank you for that. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm about to be 41 next week. Well, that was just great. I'm just glad that you had the nerve to, just to ask that because at this time a lot of people are afraid to talk about that. So, thank you so much. Oh, go ahead then. You're gonna be 31. Yeah, I remember my 30s. I remember my 30s, babe. I was running around with my babies. And now they about to be running around without me. I got one in college and the next one is gonna be starting in August. So I ain't gonna have nobody to fuss at. So y'all pray for me, y'all. I'm still trying to process that my baby got accepted to college. So all right, let's try to pull it back. All right, so like I said, opinions are like assholes. Everybody have them. They're full of shit. Remember that when somebody give you a wanted opinion. Just say that in the back of your head, baby. Opinions. I like assholes. Everybody having it full of shit. That what I said is what I said. Hold on. Somebody keep trying to get in contact with me on my cellular device. Y'all know I do my show now. That's fine. That's fine. Hold fast, y'all. Hold fast. There we go. If I had to see any silver lining to this war, is that it puts things in perspective. It really does. Things like race suddenly stop mattering, and the fear of demise is really great way to make us equals. Whew, you said a mouthful and 4 halves with that. It was while you playing. It said scam likely. Well, yeah, and it's really bad that tragedies bring people together because everybody hate each other to a funeral, then all of a sudden everybody love each other. And this really is putting a label on everything. Like everything is out of everybody ain't worried about, they're not worried about COVID, they're not worried about this, they're not worried about that. Right now, everybody in the world is looking at this conflict. And it's really sad that a tragedy like this will divert everyone's attention to just being human. And I really hate that it takes tragedy in order to do that. But that's the human race. Thrive on negativity. And you have to be that light through all of the darkness. No matter what, no matter what they say, no matter what they do, you have to be the light in all of this darkness. And it's sad that things like this have to be a darkness. I forgot my cup, so y'all just gonna see me drinking out this big ass bottle, but that's okay. That's all right. We drink our water on this show. We mind our business and we drink our water. Okay. So, where were we? Yes. In developing self-love, you must realize that you are going to have to cut off toxic people. Because what value do they bring to your life? They're fucking toxic. They're not bringing any joy, any positivity, anything in your life that is good. And no matter who they are, no matter who they are, if you got to cut your mama off, if you got to cut your dad off, baby, I love my aunties and uncles, baby, but if they are toxic and not bringing any type of positivity and joy into my life, and that may sound selfish, that may sound very conceited, but people fail to realize that having self-love, setting boundaries, making sure that your mental health is okay, making sure that you were very, very rude, Mr. PC over there. That's not being conceited. That's loving yourself. That's putting yourself first. And people will say that, you're being conceited, you're being this, you're being that, because they can no longer use your emptiness to their advantage. That's basically what it is. Toxic people are like leeches. They will suck you fucking dry if you allow them to. Just tell somebody no. Don't matter who it is. If somebody asks you something that you don't want to do, or something that is not within your character to do, and you tell them no, watch how they act. When you set that boundary, watch how they act. All right, here we go. This is a particularly interesting topic to me. because the way I see it, the people I see as toxic today, 10 years later, I might think back to then and realize that they were not toxic. Maybe it was a mix of the situation and my lack of own maturity to deal with that situation. But that's just me because I have biases towards being positive and thinking people can be good. And that's fine. That's fine. Some people view toxicity differently. And it all boils down to your mindset and how you were raised. I basically had to go through hell, high water, all type of shit, all type of abuse. I've laid across couches and counselors, and I literally had to change my mindset to get to the person that I am now. Because I did a show about this, breaking generational curses. It's on my YouTube page. I don't know if it's on my Twitch because I see that you're a Twitch user. And sometimes you are raised around certain things. So just like I said in the show, sometimes if you sit in shit long enough, it's not gonna smell. You're not gonna smell it, but everybody else around you can because you get used to it. Some things are toxic, but we don't see them as toxic because we see them as normal. Because that's what we're around. That's what we were raised in. But when you step back and then when you learn better and you do better and you change your mindset, you'll look back and be like, damn, that was not right. Or that person was not right. Or hell, I was not right. And then sometimes you are the toxic person. And I use the word toxic, but as sometimes it's overused so much that the meaning changes. I see someone being toxic as someone who is harmful to themselves or other people with their actions, their words, or their mindsets. That's toxic. Even though, yeah, I grew up on the west side of Chicago, I knew that the things that those people were doing was wrong, but I did not do that because I was raised differently. To them, that was fine. Gang banging, hey, their daddy was a gang banger. Their grandfather was a gang banger. Their uncles and aunties and everybody else was gang banging. So hell, as soon as they stepped foot outside, that was expected of them. But that still was wrong. The things that they did were still wrong. And once you change your mindset and you actually see and differentiate what is right and wrong, things change. So I know I said a mouthful, probably some went in one ear, some went out the other. Some things may have made sense, some things may have not. But if you have any questions, I have no problems, talking it out with you. Okay. I'll say, we already said, what do you benefit from hanging on to toxic people in your life when you are trying to learn how to love yourself and change your mindset about yourself? Because toxic people will still try to keep you in the same mindset because that is how they like you. Like literally, they can't use you anymore. They can't hurt you anymore. Let them go. All right. And also, this is a whole nother, this is another thing when developing self-love. You have to learn how to trust yourself. A lot of people don't. I question myself so much. And it to me, it's a running joke because like when somebody will say something to me, I gotta check it out. Hold up, I got trust issues. I gotta check it out. Exactly, mama. If you change, they cannot control you. Exactly right. They can't. You no longer are used to them. You're no longer, fulfilling their need. And they're going to try their best by any means necessary to bring you back to the person that you were. Oh, y'all already know. Yeah, trusting and having self-confidence in yourself is harder. It is so hard. I live by the what if and the shoulda, woulda, couldas. That's me. What if this? But if I do this and but baby, I'm thinking about a decision and then I'm thinking about the whole what could happen next week because of my decision. I just overthink everything. And I have to learn. I'm in that process now of learning how to trust myself because everybody calls it intuition, the little the gut feeling or the little voice that's telling you. Me and that voice, we have conversations. Baby, we have arguments because that little voice will be telling me something. I know I need to listen to that little voice, but just in case, this might be the time that you've been wrong. This might be the time you were wrong. We need to talk about this. We gotta have a gotta have a sit down. So yeah, me learning how to trust myself has been interesting. And once I start gaining the trust of myself back, things are so much easier. So much easier. But I still have an argument every now and then. But then I be like, look, I need to trust myself. I need to trust my decision. I need to trust that this is going to be okay for myself. Because that's all my decisions myself. Ooh, I fight. I'm talking about I fight with myself. You have to trust yourself that you're making the best decision for you. And you also have to realize that nothing and no one is perfect. They're not. They're not. Nothing and no one under this sun is perfect. Hey, Kiana, how you doing, sweetheart? I hope you are well, darling. Hope you are well. Feeling good. Good. Oh, okay. So then my mouse don't want to work today. Okay. All right, I got you. All right. I'm gonna have to keep me a dedicated cup up here because I look real crazy drinking out that big ass bottle, but that's okay. That's all right. That's wonderful. I'm glad. I'm fine. I am fine. I don't have a migraine today, which is great. So I'm betting 100 right now. Thank you for joining me. That's fine, baby. You don't have to worry about being late. You don't have to worry about, baby, you here. You here. You here. That's all that matters. All right. Getting back to hello. Well, put my notes. I'm gonna put my glasses on. Find where I was in my notes. Okay, there we go. Now, most of us were raised to be perfect in someone else's eyes. Now, the father have a son, what's first thing they do? Throw some kind of ball in their hand. Baby can't even hold his neck up. But he got a little basketball, a little football, a little something. Baby can't even walk. But he got some soccer cleats and all this other stuff. They're waiting on his foot to get just big enough to put him on. A lot of parents and family try to groom us to be the perfect human being for them. Not for us. For them. And that happens in a lot of families across a lot of demographics and everything else. No one and nothing is perfect. No matter what you were taught, no matter what anything was said to you, nothing and no one is perfect. You will never be the perfect son. You'll never be the perfect daughter. You will never be the perfect student. You will never be the perfect worker. You will never be the perfect anything. So stop striving for perfection. Ugh, got tongue-tied. Stop reaching for perfection, because you're just going to be reaching and reaching and reaching. And every time you don't reach perfection, you're going to be upset. Nothing is perfect. It is tiring. It is very tiring trying to be perfect, especially when you're trying to fit into the mold that other people are trying to put on you. You're never going to be perfect. So you might as well do you. I know my decisions in life has made people upset. I'm fine with that. Those were lessons that I had to learn. Those were L's that I had to take. And I'm still not perfect. You know what I wanted to be when I grew up? I wanted to become a lawyer and get O.J. Simpson off. You can ask my grandma, you can ask my auntie. Baby, I was going to be a lawyer and I was going to get O.J. off. If you ask me what I wanted to be, I wanted to be a lawyer. That's what I thought people wanted to hear. You know, oh, Kim, she's so smart. Oh, Kim, this. Oh, Kim, this. She'll be the perfect this. She'll be the perfect that. I'll never reach it. No one will ever reach perfection. T-Mac said, I still find myself trying to be perfect. You can't. You cannot be perfect. And I realize it is for others. It's not even for them. They can't be perfect either. He said, Lord, let me get my notebook, my journal. I tell you that you should have had it when you came to the show. I'll be working y'all. I'll be working y'all down. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. That's okay and fine in the same word. That's perfectly fine. That you are an outcast. I'd rather be an outcast than be a follower. I'd rather be the one that's saying, no, that ain't for me. No, I'm not going to do that. That means you have your own mind. You're a free thinker. You're not held by the grips of other people. And baby, call me an outcast. Because I'm not finna do what everybody else do. Especially if I feel it's stupid. What I look like being done with you? Be done by yourself. Don't put me in that. Be an outcast. It's great. That's great. Be an outcast. So I was pressured to be a oh, babe, I can't do peds. I can't. Pediatrician, I can't look at them sick babies. Girl, I cry every day. I say that all the time. I'll cry every day. 6 years old. Baby, anybody know what they want at 6? Shit. I'm still waking up early on Saturday to watch the Bugs Bunny and Tweety show at 6. Hell, at 6 years old, I was still watching the VCR. We had a whole tape deck up under the couch that I had all types of old cartoons and movies. Baby, that's what I was doing at 6 years old. Ask me what I want to be at 6, baby. I want to be a princess. Shit. A princess. That's what I want to be at 6. With a unicorn. They're bright. Anybody, we cloudy. Y'all know I talk shit. But yes, trust yourself to make the best decision for you. Nothing and nobody is perfect. And regardless of how you were raised or what anybody has told you. Nothing and nobody is perfect. You will never be the perfect daughter. You'll never be the perfect son. You'll never be the perfect nephew. You'll never be the perfect niece. You'll never be the perfect cousin. You'll never be the perfect friend. You'll never be the perfect anything. Because perfection cannot be reached. Improvement can be, you can improve on anything. But perfection will never be reached. Ever. So just be happy. Be happy with yourself in your moment now. It may not be the best, but be happy in your moment now. If you need to change your situation, change it. But trust that the process of changing your situation is the best. Yeah, I said I want to be a pediatrician. They were impressed that I could spell it. It basically had no choice to be anything else. Child, I wanted to be a lawyer for the longest. I wanted to be a lawyer. I took political science, all them government classes, and I was like, look, now let me go ahead and change. And I'm going to nursing school. I can't, mm-mm. No, I had figured it out for myself that wasn't where I wanted to be. The medical field was where I wanted to be. And that's where I am. All right, we almost done, y'all. All right. And so, yeah, getting back to perfectionism, that is a real big detriment to a lot of people. That brings about so much self-doubt, so much depression, so much anxiety, so much pain, and everything else, trying to be perfect, trying to please everyone. No, be the perfect child. I gotta do what mommy wants me to do. I have to be perfect for my mom. I have to be perfect for my dad. I have to be perfect for baby. You gonna have an ulcer the size of Montana in your stomach trying to be perfect for other people. Let go of trying to be perfect. And once you let that go, everything else will just roll right along with you. The trust, all of that will just start coming to you. Because I have a problem with that. I have a problem because I feel like I was not the perfect parent. Both of my children, I have one child that's, well, both are in one of the best universities in the country, and I still feel I was not the perfect mother. I have one for aerospace engineering and the other for journalism and mass communication. And I still feel like I was not the perfect parent. What? Some people will say, Kim, you raised your girls to be the best, and we with this and we with that, baby. I don't feel it. So, I'm working on that because I really feel like I should have been better. I'm working on that. So once I let that go, I could probably have better trust issues. I wouldn't have some trust issues with myself. But that's something that I'm working on. So yeah, I can talk shit with y'all. Cause I'm in the same damn boat. We in this motherfucker in the middle of nowhere together trying to figure this shit out, how we gonna get back on land. So hell, let's figure this shit out so we can get back on land. All right, so that's really it. That is really it. I wanted to end on that. I did not want to take away from everything else. I wanted to end on not being perfect because a lot of people need to hear that. Yeah, now you focus on being good enough for you. Goddamn right. That you are in charge of your own happiness, not anyone else. You can be the richest person in the world and still be unhappy. Still not love yourself. But once you develop that self-love and actually love yourself, mind, body, and soul, a whole weight will be lifted. I still got a little bit of weight on me. You know, it's on this shoulder because this shoulder ain't shit. So it's on this shoulder. I feel once I get that weight off me, I feel I'll be so much better. Am I 100% there? No. I'll give me like 84.5 and a half. Dot 9. That way. All right, teammate. Somebody I was pre-med for a while and I realized it wasn't my calling. Okay. Made folks mad, but I made myself happy. And that's all that matters. You goddamn right. You gonna be running around here in pre-med, stressing yourself out, pulling your hair out, about to have a nervous breakdown, depressed, can't eat, can't sleep, can't do nothing, because everybody else wants you to be a pre-med. How that sound? I had to let political science go. I had to. It was so much because that was a prerequisite to my. I mean, I got into college and everything. Baby, you couldn't tell me I was not going to be no lawyer because that's what I thought everybody wanted me to be. Because when I spoke about it, you know, everybody's eyes lit up. Everybody got happy. Oh, you'll be the great with this or with that. And then, baby, I got to school. I was like, this ain't it. Yep, and my mama said, I remember buying all those old cartoons. Yes, baby. Someone broke in the house, stole all of them. Baby, I cried. And I knew every word. Every word. So any tape you put in there, I knew every word of what I did. I'm slowly getting there. I'm getting there. I meditate, I journal, you know, I even go back and watch my own show. Cause sometimes I need a reminder. Sometimes I need a reminder. So yeah, I'm getting there, and y'all getting there too. That's why we here. We working on this together. So we in the same boat in the middle of nowhere trying to find land. So we all in here together. We got it. So we're gonna end it here because this is a good 42 minutes, you know. Getting it there. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. Thank you, baby. On your way out, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have not done it already, y'all can share this, put it on your page, send it to your mama, send it to your grandma. Your uncle might need to hear it. Because I ain't gonna come check me. So you might well come mama send it to him. Probably send it to somebody you think need to hear it. Send it to him. Thank you. Follow me on all of my social medias down here. Check out my Etsy shop. I made. Well, not these. No, Claire's did them. But I did. Samsung did these. I did these. This is my favorite one right here. My little amethyst. It's my favorite one. Wait. I got necklaces, bracelets, earrings, waist beads. As y'all see, I'm hanging up there on the wall over there. My little waist beads. So check out my Etsy shop. Thank you. Follow my social medias. Thank you. I'm here every Thursday. We'll try to be here every Thursday. Sometimes I have migraine so bad that I can't get about the bed. So I had one of those days last Thursday. So I do apologize that I did not have a show last Thursday. So yes. The need to impress others, but at what cost? I'll tell you what the cost is: your peace of mind, your mental stability, your finances, because they're not going to pay for it. You have to pay for it. That's what it costs. It costs a lot. It's very expensive. It is very expensive to try to be the person that someone else wants you to be. I'm put that on a t-shirt. It is expensive. Very expensive. Trying to be the person someone else wants you to be. That cost is too high. It's too high. So yes, now leave them folk alone. Be happy for you. Develop self-love for yourself, not for other people, because they don't give a damn if you love yourself. As long as they can figure things out for themselves and use you in the process, that's all I care about. Get your shit together for yourself. So yeah, this is the end of the program, baby. Y'all know I can run my mouth. I can run my shit all day. So I still got a child to feed. I still got dogs to feed. I still I got myself to feed. I think I only ate once today. I'm not sure. I think it was a peanut butter jelly sandwich. So hell, I need to go eat. So this is the last sip, baby. If y'all know what the last sip is, this is the end of the show where I kind of put my opinion on things. Sometimes it's on topic, sometimes it's off topic, and well, we kind of touched on it earlier today with the question. So this last sip is kind of off topic, but ended up being pushed into the topic. We all see what's going on with Ukraine and Russia, and however you feel about that, I'm not going to get into that. And I'm not going to get into how I feel about it, because somebody's always going to have an opinion. Like I said, they're like assholes and they're full of shit. And they're going to try to say something to me, and I pop off. I pop off. So at this time, love on each other. Be good to each other. When you're out here in these COVID streets, you never know what's going through someone's mind. They may have a loved one out there. They may have just come from out, because people have been trying to get to America, trying to find refuge. You don't know. Be kind. Love one another. Be a decent human being. Because right now, the whole world is watching this. The whole world is shaken up by this. And the whole world does not know what the fuck is going to happen next. Whew. Love yourselves. Love others. And I will see y'all next week. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central Time. Figure out the math. I don't know about these time zones or any more time zones. I know about Pacific and Mountain and all the others. Baby, I ain't got time for all that. My mind is old. I'm 40. So just figure out the time, and I'm going to see you here next week on Thursday. It costs absolutely nothing to be kind. That's right. Girl, you been here before. You might know what I say. It costs absolutely nothing to be kind. Nothing. So make sure that you're kind. Because there's enough assholes in this world. I really don't want to see anymore. See y'all next week. Until we meet again, I love y'all. Be the best human being that you can be. Thank you. Great quality products. She's talking about me. Y'all talking about me. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next week.